Hello, Mark. I'm live. I'm live. We are waiting for you. Okay. All right. What is your uh-huh? Okay, what is your Facebook name? Okay, all right. Okay, no worries, no worries. Okay. Okay, they are listening. They are listening. I'm live. You found my page, right? Okay, all right. Okay, hi guys. Good evening. John Siwale Mulishani, Gabriel, how are you? Mutu Kwasionda, Mutoz Chwangi, greeting you in your time zone. How's everybody today? Motivational subject today, guys. A talk with a youth. Tag a youth. Today is about the youth. Tag a youth, call your friends. Iteni abanenu. Iteni ba youth. Iteni ba youth. We have a talk today. Topic today is motivational, and the topic today is, what do you stand for? What do you stand for? It's a motivational talk. I have a special guest, Comrade Mark Lushimba, who is a Pan-Africanist, will join me in a few minutes. So, topic today is, what do you stand for? It's a motivational topic. Mwamfaba Andrew, chiteni tag yaba nenu ba youth. We are going to talk about change and standing for something, believing in something. Tag a friend, tag a youth. Today we are going to learn. Iteni abantu, tag a friend, tag a youth. Let me play some music while we wait. Iteni abantu. Lelo kusambirira lelo. Lelo kusambirira people. We are going to, let me play a song while we wait. I know. Tag a youth. Something is wrong with my Bluetooth. Tile connect the Bluetooth yandi. Ilechta break. Join in. We are waiting for our guests. Okay, guys. Something is wrong with my Bluetooth. Sister Judy, how are you? How are you? How are you? We are here to talk about change. We are here to talk about what we believe in. We are here to talk about change. We are here to talk about what believe in, what you stand for. It's an educational topic today. Yes, we are waiting for our brother Mark Lushimba, Mulishaniwa Jackson. Tagging in Yabanenu, tag your friends, tag your friends. Tag your friends, tag your friends. Lelo kusambirira lelo, guys. I think, enough of politics, so we are trying to rebrand this page to focus more on education. Yes, as you guys know, I'm a teacher. So I think it's better for me to focus on teaching the youth, since Zambia's population, 70%. Hello, my name is Mulishaniwa Francis. Judy, thanks for supporting my sister as always. Laxon, let me join in. Mulefo could join our Laxon. I can add you to the panel. Let me find you. Is it Laxon? But Laxon wants to join. But Alex Mupengu Mulishan, good to see you. What about now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, thank you. Actually, I could Bluetooth. Is volume okay now? Yes. Oh, excellent. Yes. So, guys, today it's a motivational live. I'm waiting for my brother Mark Lushimba to join me. He's a Pan-Africanist from Congo, and specifically we are targeting the youth. Magi Chamamlishani, Chiten, share. We are targeting the youth today, and the topic is, what do you stand for? Yes. What do you stand for? What do you believe in? You know, are you standing for something? Are you standing for something? Tag by youth. Are you standing for something? What do you live in? What are your goals in life? So myself, I have 10 goals, 10 things that I stand for. And this is just educational live today. We are going to educate each other and learn from each other. Guys, all this information is on the internet. There's nothing new what I'm discussing. We are just trying to educate each other. We are trying to educate each other so that we become better people in our families, in our personal lives, in our communities. Yes. So today is an educational topic so that we become better. Bachandal Chimba, I am very well, thank you. Natotela Mkwai, Beris Mumba, how are you, Maggie Chama? Balaban, thank you. So I have the topic today is, what do you stand for? Ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself, as a human being, do you stand for anything? You know, do you believe in anything? So I have 10 points I want to discuss. Number one is progress and innovation, personal growth and development, overcoming injustice and inequality, meeting challenges and adapting to new realities, fostering creativity and innovation, leaving a lasting impact, empowering others, challenging the status quo, building resilience and adaptability, creating a better future. So these are the 10 goals, guys. I have posted them on my page. You can follow along. One Mule, how are you? Bashekele Jones Mulishan. So we are talking about personal growth and development and standing for something. You know, a lot of people, they just live their life without a plan. They don't believe in anything. You know, it's just another day. But I am here to remind my youth, you have to live your life with a purpose. Live your life with a purpose. Share this video. It's very important for personal growth and development. Enough of politics. We are going to have educational topics here on Ubuntu so we can grow. We can grow in our personal lives and also in our families and also in our community. So point number one I want to share is progress and innovation. So we must say that we must all stand for change. And we must all stand for change because change allows for progress and innovation to occur. Without embracing change, societies, organizations, individuals become stagnant and fail to adapt to new ideas, technologies, and way of thinking, guys. So we must believe in progress and innovation so we can grow, you know. These are simple principles which we need to apply in our lives, in our families, and then also in our communities at large. So progress and innovation. Personal growth, guys, is really important. Personal growth and development, embracing challenges. You know, guys, you have to embrace challenges as individual. Step out of your comfort zone. You know, you can only change, you can only grow in life if you embrace challenges. Step out of your comfort zone, learn new skills, expand your horizon. Yes, do something different from the regular things that you do, guys. If there are channels that you listen to, try to change and listen to something different and see if you can learn from those channels and grow. If you're not a person who is a social media person, read books, do something different, guys. Change will only happen, personal growth will only happen if you embrace new challenges. Stepping out of your comfort zone is key. Step out, guys. Don't do the same thing day in, day out. You will not grow. You need to grow, you know. In life, you need to grow. Just like a baby, when we were born, we were small babies. From the womb, we were born. After birth, we are here, you know. Me, I'm over 50. I tell you, I'm over 50. What I was when I was in my 20 years, when I was in my 20s, what I was, I'm different. I am different as a woman in her 50s. I have grown in so many ways. Physically, I am the same. Of course, my face is older. My physical features look older, but mentally, I have grown. So we need this. You need to apply these principles in your life to embrace change so you can grow. Step out of your comfort zone. Some of you, even to speak, you can't speak because you need to step out of your comfort zone to grow. So that's point number 2, personal growth and development. Yes. Set your goals and grow. Every person, right now we are in the middle of the year. The goals that you set at the beginning of the year, review your goals. Where are you as a person? Have you grown as a person? You know, personal growth and development, guys. Share. Don't waste your bundles on ukulaseka dionsiokulaseka. Yes, there are channels where you can be there. You are laughing every day. You are laughing jokes, but you are not growing. You are not growing. You are spending bundles of money every time, commenting and following people who are just, you know, but after you listen to all those channels, you follow all those channels where there are all kinds of jokes and the comments, you sit down and think, are you growing? You have to balance your time. I'm not saying concentrate on serious channels, but you have to balance your time. Take time to reflect on your life. Take time to grow. Do your checks and balances. Do your personal checks and balances. Are you embracing new ideas? Are you stepping out of the comfort zone? Some of you, you are still on your parents' house. It's okay to stay at your parents' house. It's an advantage, in fact, because you don't have some of the responsibilities. So the time that you are spending staying with your parents or your relatives, how are you using that advantage to grow yourself? You are not paying rent, you are not buying food. So the extra money, venture into something. Step out of your comfort zone. You are not going to grow. Every day, wayalya mailo ageni wayamkuisha pali baneba wawela kunganda walala. You know, that kind of behavior will not take you anywhere. You need to step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. So guys, that is on personal growth. I'm moving to the next topic, which is overcoming injustice and inequality. Next point is number 3, which is, hi Bridget, good to see you. My next point is number 3. For what I stand for is overcoming injustice and inequality. Now, guys, if you follow me, this is the reason why I have this channel. I started this page doing to fight injustice and inequality in your communities? What are you doing? Change is necessary to address and overcome injustice and inequality in our communities, and it starts with you. If you do not change, if you do not embrace, if you see injustice happening and inequality happening and you just sit there, no change will happen. It will take people like you and me to join forces, to unite and fight injustice, fight inequality. By standing for change, you can contribute to creating a more equitable and just world for all. So if we unite, if we stand for injustice, if we stand against injustice and inequality, we can see change. That's why you see I offer checks and balances on this page, because I want a better world for all. Point number 4 is meeting challenges and adapting to new realities. So in life, we have challenges every day, every day. The only time you don't have challenges is when you are gone, when you are 6 feet under. But as long as you are living, there's always a challenge. So we must learn to fight the challenges and adapting to the reality. Change is inevitable. So by proactively addressing these challenges and adapting to new realities, we are sure that we can meet the change as it comes, because it's in our mind. Guys, it's the mindset. You must have a mind to meet any challenge that you have in life and adapt. So guys, we are here today. We are talking about personal development. Mr. Baldwin, you are lost. We are talking about personal development here. What do you stand for as a human being is what we are discussing today. And we are on point number 4, which is meeting challenges and adapting to new realities. And we are moving on to point number 5, which is fostering creativity and innovation. Change encourages creative thinking and innovation. It opens doors to new possibilities, solutions, and approaches that can lead to breakthroughs, positive transformation in various aspects of life. So guys, point number 5, change. We have to, again, I'm bringing back to the main topic, is stand for something. Stand for creativity and innovation. If you are a creative person, create something. Start working on something. If you are a designer, start designing things. One day there will be a market for your designs. If you are a graduate without a job, you are an engineer, don't throw away the skills that you have. Start creating and innovating things, because the day is coming in Zambia where the ground is going to be fertile for new creators and innovators. And for example, the government can ask to say, can we have a design for a model house, most efficient house? And if you are an engineer who studied something up in construction, you are there building your sample homes. You just take it and provide to them, and you'll be paid money. Be innovative, guys. Do not waste your ideas away. We know in Zambia, a lot of youth, they are educated, but there are no jobs. So point number 5, creativity and innovation. Even if you don't have a job, keep creating the content. Keep creating the content. If you're a comedian, you know, comedians are lucky because now if you're a comedian, you can use social media to make your money. But some of you some of you people, you have got talents, you have skills. So do not bury those skills. Continue creating those materials. If you are a designer, if you're an architect, if you're a roads engineer, if you're a software engineer, engage. There are so many platforms now on social media where you can join groups with people with a similar mindset like you, and you can grow. Believe you me, the day is coming when your ideas are going to be needed. Yes. So we are saying that I am on point number 5, creativity. Zambia is like green. Zambia is green. We have like a lot of youths educated with their talents, but they have no market for their talents. So I'm just here to encourage you, by youthie, if you have your talent, don't bury it. Don't bury your talent. Don't bury your talent, guys. Even if you don't have a market, there's no one to employ you with your talent. Keep working, keep working. Hey, welcome,
Yeah.
welcome.
Hello. Should
Hi, hi.
on my phone or should I use my laptop?
You are okay over there?
Okay.
Let me move back.
No problem.
Can you see me now?
Yes, I can see you very well.
Yeah,
Can
so
you
I
see
have
me?
my
Can you see me too?
okay, you have flipped. Your camera is flipped.
Can you see me now very well?
Now is good, yes.
Oh, it's good?
Yes, now is good.
Okay, here I am. Sorry, I was trying to get in, but the system couldn't let me connect. I was like, what's wrong?
Yeah, I have to invite you
I was
or
texting you,
send
I
a
was
link.
sending you some messages. I'm reading, but I'm
Oh,
having a hard
okay.
time to connect.
Oh, wow. Well, welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Queen Pumi.
Yes, we are here. We are live. We've been waiting for you.
Thank you so much. And sorry, guys, you know, we are very busy this side. I was coming from somewhere. I had to eat. I was very hungry. Sorry. Before I speak good, very well, I need to eat some food first.
Yes, you need energy.
Yes. So I salute everybody.
Salute. So we are here. Comrade Mark, you can introduce yourself so that the followers, those who don't know you, can get to know you.
Yes, I've been with you. We had some program twice in the past. Mark Lushimba from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, living now in the United States of America. They call me Kolwezi Eagle, like a bird who flies, eagle. You know, in Congo we have Kolwezi, in Zambia we have Solwezi. So it's almost the same name.
Yes.
From almost neighboring cities. Kolwezi in Congo, Solwezi in Zambia. We have Kafubu in Congo. In Zambia, what do we have? Kafubu.
Have Kafubu too and Chifubu.
In Zambia, say Chifubu. In Congo, we say Kafubu. It's a river.
We also have Kafubu River in Ndola.
That's the same. It starts
it's the
from Congo.
same river?
Yes, in Congo, we say Kafubu. You have Luapula. You have Luapula.
We are the same. We
have Lunda. You have Lunda in Zambia.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Yes. almost the same. It's like the British people and Belgian people, they came to separate us.
Oh, you know, they tried, but they cannot.
Yeah, let's hope that they cannot, because some people
They
are
can.
believing in that
It's
separation.
time to get together.
Okay.
All right, guys. So we are here, and our topic today is what do you stand for, or what do you believe in? That is our topic today. What
Yes.
is motivational topic, and I'm asking you to tag all the youths. Uh, Topic is what do you stand for, and I have some 10 points here, and I was going through them before you joined, and I was
Okay.
on point number 5, and I'll just
Okay.
go through the points before I hand over to you. The point
Okay.
number 1 is I'm appealing to youths to believe in something. Youth,
Okay.
you have to believe in something. You have to be a change maker. You have to be a change
Okay.
maker. You have to stand for something by youth. And
Okay.
lastly, what kind of a person are you? Are you a person who has a vision and goals? Because to stand for something, you must.
Sorry, that's my granddaughter. She was calling me. I cannot hear you. Oh my goodness. I lost communication. That's why I wanted to do it.
Yeah, you can go ahead. You can pick it up from there.
Yes, from the laptop. Let me see. Because I lost communication. Now I can hear you. Well, I'm using
Okay,
my cell phone. I'm using my cell phone, and my granddaughter's calling me from Kolwezi.
oh, wow. Okay.
She wants to talk to me. She's insisting. I say, I'm gonna talk to you when I finish. I'm on a live show.
Yeah, we can do 30 minutes and then we can be gone. I'll give you the platform. You can talk and then you can leave.
Okay, we are talking to youth, as you said. Youth are the future of a nation, okay? That's what they say. A country without youth, or a country where youth are not well treated, are not given opportunities, it's a dead country. That means a country without future. That's why we asked the question, what do you stand for? We know today we have a lot of stuff going around in the world. As Africans, wherever we are, our continent and our countries, especially countries with special minerals like Zambia, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and so on, we are facing different kinds of challenges, and especially these superpowers. They are like vultures who want to come to our countries to serve themselves, to get our minerals for free. And to have access to that, they first of all make sure that they create confusion in our political system. That means they create confusion in our democratic system so that we cannot have a choice. We cannot have possibilities to choose people we want to take the destiny of our country in their hands. That's what is happening in the Congo, as I said last time. That's why we need to prepare our youth to be very, very careful and to know what they can stand for. That's the question. Queen Pumi, I was trying to tell you what you need to stand for. She said you need to have a program, you need to have a plan to put some ventures, on your table to see what you can do, what you cannot do. But what I can tell you, in short, is do not forget these 3 points. Before you choose any path, any ideology, any philosophy, ask yourself, what I want to do now, is it true? Question number 1. Is it true? If it's not true, don't do it. If it's true, engage yourself on that path and do it. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to meet with some challenges on your way. You will meet challenges because you are living in a negative world where a lot of people, they don't support other people's success, you see. And especially Africa is a place full of negativity. That's why Africa is among the last continents to develop and to do something special. Because in Africa, a lot of people, they don't have the notion of community, nation. The state is what? We need to do things by respecting the constitution, the law, and to be under the rule of law. No. That's what is making Africa one of the last continents to develop or to start, as they say. Ask yourself, always ask yourselves, youth, what you're planning to do now. Is it true or it's false? If it's true, take it, engage yourself. But how are you going to know that the thing you want to do now, the path you want to take now, is true or not? Is true or false? That's why you need to be informed, first of all. You need to get informed. Check your career. If it's political career, check. Scientific, check. Business, check first of all. Is it true or false, this thing I want to do now? After gathering information, when you make sure that what I want to do now, it's true. I have a lot of proofs that it's true. No one can come and divert my attention, my energy. I'm engaging on this path. No matter what I'm gonna meet with, challenges, I'm gonna stand my ground and do it. That's how you're gonna grow in energy, intelligence, psychology, everything. Always expect challenges on your road, on your way. It doesn't mean that if something is true, that means you're gonna do it easily. Everybody's gonna be applauding you. Oh, this is the man, this is the woman. No, you're gonna find some challenges. And when challenges come our way, it's like to try to test us. You cannot become a leader if you're not tested. Do you understand? God is gonna put something in place to test you. If you really believe in the thing you're talking about, you try to do politics, the first year is good. And then after that, you start meeting some challenges. The police is on your door every time. You know that I'm fighting for Zambia. What I'm doing is good. What I said yesterday on TV is good. I didn't violate the law. I didn't break the law. How come they want to arrest me? How come they're sending some special forces to me? They're trying, because they know that you have some power in yourself. You're gonna wake up the community. You're gonna tell the Zambian people the truth. Other people are not going to like that, and especially people in power in Africa. They have that negative habit of putting out the fire, the light, which is in the youth. Be strong. Believe in something. Make sure that it's true, first of all. Inform yourself to know Before you know that anything is true, you need to inform yourself. That's why you need to know how to read, first of all, to do some research. And then engage yourself, do it, and don't expect that everything is going to be pink, everybody's going to applaud you. No, you're going to meet with some people who are jealous. Some people, they've already created a system, as they do in Africa, in many countries. When people, they create their own system to gain money, power, they're not going to let you as a young guy, because they know that you are clever, you are smart. You know that the system is bad, the system is negative. The system put in place by government people is the one blocking Zambia, is the one preventing Zambia from developing, for instance, is the one preventing Zambian people to take care of themselves. But I know that the truth is this: those authorities, they're not going to like you. And do not engage yourself on a battleground expecting people to love you. No, it's a waste of time. Do not beg for mercy or for love. No, you don't go to war by expecting people to love you. No, no one is going to love you. But you must love everything and everybody. The power doesn't come from other people. No, don't expect people to love you. The more you don't love, if you don't love people, you don't love your community, but you want those people to love you, you become weak. The power should start in you. Love people, love your community, love what you want to do, love what you've been doing. No matter what, it's true. I'm gonna keep on doing this. That's how you become a hero. People like Nelson Mandela, as you know, they were talking about this and that in 1960s. A lot of people, they couldn't believe in that. He accepted to be jailed until after 30 years, 27, everybody, a lot of people, they said that guy was right that time. But he went through difficulties until Nelson Mandela became a hero. But he was fought by a lot of people, a lot of institutions in the world. That's number one. Make sure that what you want to do is true. Inform yourself. You are in Zambia, inform yourself about Zambia, your country, first of all. Inform yourself about your political system, economic system, your social system. Know what is good, what is bad. This news is a fake one, it's false. The truth is this. Those politicians, they are lying to us. The truth is here, so I'm going to engage myself on this path to fight that bad system. That's how people work. Number two, ask yourself, what I want to do, is it good? Number one, is it true? Number two, is it good? If I do this, is it good? If it's good, do it. After investigating, after informing yourself, you come to a conclusion that it's not good, it's bad. Don't do it. You're not going to grow in intelligence, in power, in celebrity. No, you'll end up in a very wrong way. That's why a lot of African politicians, they may seem to be powerful today. They can silence everybody around. They can say whatever they want. But look how they finish. They end up miserable, alone. Sometimes they die, you know. A lot of African politicians, that's what they do. Because before doing anything, they didn't ask themselves, is it good? No, they didn't care. For them, it's money. Provided I have a lot of money, I'm going to buy a lot of houses, I'm going to be famous, I'm going to do this, that's it. They didn't ask themselves, what we want to do now as politicians, my friends. We are having a meeting at the State House. This project, is it good? Are people going to benefit or is it bad? They don't care. That's why at a certain point they break everything. We have upheavals in the country. Youth, they stand, they start burning tires on the street. demonstrations everywhere. You see, because they didn't have time to sit and ask, is it good? Ask yourself. Always ask yourself. Number one, is it true? Number two, is it good? If it's good, do it. Don't hesitate. Number three, is it great? Huh? Always ask yourself. We are here to do great things that gonna last throughout history, and our name is gonna stay on the walls of life. That should be your target. If something is great, do it. It's gonna leave Zambia. It's gonna break the barriers. It's gonna go to foreign countries. It's gonna go outside Africa, because it's a great project. It's a great thing I wanna do. Always think big. Do not think small. No. Think big. Don't forget, there's a difference between intelligence and imagination. If you try to follow, great people are people who use the imagination. You understand? Don't forget. Do not use intelligence. Look, people who are breaking countries, people who are destroying countries are university people. Huh? People who went to university, they're so intelligent. If they talk about politics, they can teach at the UNZA, University of Zambia, University of South Africa. They're great professors, according to science. They are very intelligent at school. In school, they can speak English. They can tell you, I'm MP, PhD. That is intelligence. But why they don't do good things in the society? Because they lack imagination. That's why we have we have some who can say big doctors. Someone can be a doctor in medicine. Someone can be a professor at the university. But how come his life is miserable? Yeah? He cannot live a good life. Despite his titles, they can respect him in his field, chemistry, medicine, history, politics. But look at his life. He lives a bad life. And people who destroy countries in Africa are people who learned a lot. Oh, I'm coming from UK. I'm coming from the United States of America. I have 2 PhDs. But when you give them something to do in Zambia, in Congo, Zimbabwe, they break everything. Don't believe your intelligence. You cannot succeed because you are only intelligent. No. Have imagination. Our ancestors in the past were not intelligent people only. They didn't go to universities. There was no Yale University, Boston University, New York University that time. But check in the history of our ancestors. They built great empires, great kingdoms. They organized the society. They knew that this is good and this is bad. You know, they put in place our tradition. According to our tradition, we do this, we don't do this. We eat this, we don't eat that. They didn't go to any university. Do not believe in university. No, I don't believe in universities. But it doesn't mean that I'm encouraging you not to go to school. No, go to school, study your books, but that is not the end. This is the beginning. When your university lessons finish, that's when now you need to fly. How do you fly? You need to have imagination. Your university without imagination is nothing. Even there is one great warrior in France, the Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte. You learn that guy at school. The guy used to say that, how do I? A lot of people, they ask, why me, Napoleon Bonaparte? I accomplished a lot of great things. I'm a successful warrior. It's not because I'm more intelligent than you. No, because I'm full of imagination. Your imagination is very powerful. That's why sometimes people, they always say, please do not let anything negative cross your mind every time. No, because what you think about will end up materialized in your life. Did you know that? Huh? That's why you need to think great, to think big. It's not a game. Oh, you know, what can we do? In Ndola, we are just poor people. We came just to escort the president and other politicians of Zambia. Oh, we're gonna die like this. No, and you're gonna die like that. Huh? Because you are nourishing your mind with negativity, pettiness. Teach your kids to think great. When they stand up, they wake up in the morning, I'll become the president too. I wanna be a pilot. I'll be a general of the army of Zambia, me. You know, think big. Imagination. You don't need school. Whatever you feed your mind, you're going to see it in front of you. One day, one way or another, you're going to see it one day. If you think on something every time, it's like you're attracting the things from the, how they say, from the spiritual world. You're pulling it down until you see it in the physical world. It takes discipline. You need to insist. That's why they say your faith. Don't, you can lose anything in your life, but never lose your faith. Because your faith is like a bridge, a gate that opens to marvelous worlds. You know that? Let people take everything from you, money, or my car, or anything, but don't let people take your imagination and your faith. Some of you are Christians, lots of you. How do they define faith in your Bible? It's an expectation of things we don't see, but we believe that those things exist somewhere. I've never seen them, but I believe, I insist, I imagine myself. I imagine that those things exist. You know, people don't find, oh, you are just, that guy is just crazy. That's what he said. Before coming to America, let me talk about me. I was also a teacher in the Congo. I was teaching in secondary school. I was teaching grade 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I was always tell my students that I will go to America someday. And many of my students were asking me, do you have a passport? Do you have a visa? Sir, it's not easy to go to America. You need to have a lot of money. Do you have some friends in America? Some parents? You go to America. Where I go to land? Who's gonna welcome you there? I used to tell those guys, no, I believe I will go to America and God gonna arrange everything for me. Who's gonna pay your ticket, your plane? They were asking me. I said, do you know why there are a lot of rich people in the world? They have a lot of money and they don't have anything to do with that extra money. Those guys, they're gonna give me that money. That extra money, someone, somewhere is gonna be used by God to give me that money. People, they play with money every day. People are starving every day. That's how life is. That's why you need to adjust your thoughts every time. I believe in me. Intelligence as a beginning and the end. School is good. You will know how to read the books, but school cannot help you lead a good life. Use now wisdom, be smart, imagination. Our ancestors, as I said, they built great empires. great kingdoms because they didn't go to any school. Check. They will tell you nowhere that the king of king in your tradition, those who created your tribe, your anything you know from your tribe,
Shaka
they
Zulu.
didn't go to any school.
Shaka Zulu.
Huh?
Shaka Zulu.
Yeah, they didn't go to school. School is nothing. Huh? Too much school in your head, you become stupid. You see, that's why I say, I'm not telling you to neglect school. No, go to school, but do not believe in school that school is the key for your life. Never. This is a lie. People who accomplished great things, even today, check around, they are dropouts. Facebook man was a dropout. Microsoft, Bill Gates was a dropout. iPhone guy was a dropout. A lot of people who create everything you're playing with, oh, TikTok, try to check. They don't have any university degrees. They learn at a certain level, they stopped. Because they believe in something. And they believe that school is killing their time for nothing. Sometimes school is trying to prevent you from flying very fast. You see, that's why Bob Marley, do you know Bob Marley, the reggae singer? In one of his interviews, he said, I praise God because I didn't do too much school. Because if I did too much school, I'd have become a stupid. That's what he said. Hard to understand. If me, Bob Marley, today, I take my guitar, I start making songs, I play reggae, I'm very famous. It's because I didn't go to school too much. I didn't do too much school. I was poor. When they closed the door of school in front of me, I was not desperate. I didn't regret too much. I used my imagination. That's why he sing in one of his songs, when one door is closed, another door is open. You know, do not regret. If they close one door in front of you, imagine there should be another door open, waiting for you. How are you going to know that the other door is open for me? That's why you need not to use your imagination, as our ancestors did. That's why they left a good tradition for us. We are benefiting from that. Let's not forget, as I said, recapitulation, ask yourself before you engage yourself in any kind of battle. What I'm going to do now, is it true? Investigate. Study the ground. Study the thing. Study the discipline. It's a true thing. I'm going to engage myself on that way. Is it good? Yes, this is good. If I do this, I'm not going to hammer some people. It's not going to cause any harm to people. But I know that I'm going to find on my way some people will be jealous. They'll be fighting me. But I'm not going to stop because I know, I'm convinced that it's a true and good thing. I'm going to do that. Number 3, is it great? Greatness comes with imagination. Believe in great things. There is no limit. There's no limit. If you believe in great things, you are making your God proud of you because God is the only limit. Any human being cannot do anything to you if God is with you. That's what we need to do. I think this is the first part. If Queen Pumi can intervene, and then I'm gonna talk about some strategies of manipulations used by politicians to make you turn around so that they can have too much time to fool you.
Thank you. Great time. So, yes, so welcome, guys. Thank you for that important discussion. 3 things which came out. If you're just joining us, we are talking about personal development and standing for something. And we are addressing the youths especially, because a lot of youths, especially in Africa, they are not self-driven, self-motivated. And what
You're
we
right.
are talking about here is the fundamentals. These are fundamental principles of being a successful person in your life to begin with. You have to succeed personally, and then you succeed as a family person in your family, and then you succeed in your community.
Yes.
That's why our topic today is what do you stand for? You have to sit and think what you stand for as a person. Evaluate yourself, because I've been here on this platform, I've just been talking about politicians did this yesterday, or they're going to do this. But what has hit me now is like, wait a minute. The youth that I'm engaging with on this page have opened my eyes. All the comments from the different youths, they have opened my eyes. And what I have realized is that the youths don't stand for something. They just follow where the wind blows. And hence, me and my brother there are starting to speak to youth to educate you on some fundamental principles that you need to survive in life. It is the armor, this knowledge and these principles is what you need to be a successful person first in your family and in your communities. And I have 10 points which I have posted on my page. And I was up to point number 5, which is talking about creativity and innovation. It is funny because some of the things you talked about, Mark, they are connected to what I'm talking about. It's all about change and standing for something. It is the same. So point number 6 is like leaving an impact. So when you stand for change, this allows you to leaving an impact in your community, society, in the world. So this being said, by youth, as we are born to die. Life is a journey, If your lifespan is 30 years, in that 30 years, when you die, what have you done? If we look at Jesus' life, Jesus Christ, whom our whole world is based on Christianity, lived for 33 years. Jesus lived for 33 years. But look at the impact of Jesus in his short life. This is the challenge to you by youth, leaving an impact. Some of you are 33 years and you want to be like babies. You have no spine of your own. You don't stand for
Can
something.
I intervene?
Yes.
When you talk about Jesus, that's good, but it's a far story that belongs to other people's culture. Let's talk about
But it's
our country.
not about the which culture it belongs to. I'm referring to it in what he did. He was
Let's talk
33
about
years.
KK. You are talking to Zambian youth. Let's talk about KK.
Yes. Okay.
Kenneth Kaunda.
Okay, let's be changed.
When did he start politics? How old was he?
I think he was a teenager.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly.
He's the father of Zambia independence.
Yes.
How old was he when Zambia became independent? Was he young?
Yes. Exactly.
He was very young.
Yes.
Go to Congo. Patrice Lumumba, when he died, how old was he? 30-something. He died at 33, like Jesus. See what Patrice Lumumba accomplished. And its name is like Jesus' name. A lot of people don't know about Patrice Lumumba. In Zambia, you have Lumumba Road. I was in Lusaka once or twice. You have Lumumba Road. A lot of people, they don't know who is behind that road, the name, who's the man, Lumumba Road. In every African country, there is something about Lumumba. If it's not Lumumba Road, it's Lumumba Airport or Lumumba Building or Lumumba this or that. Kenneth Kaunda started politics when he was very young. Lumumba started when he was very young. and they accomplished great things when they were very young. And check during the time of Kaunda and Lumumba. How Zambia's looking like what? They didn't have cell phones. Huh? They didn't have YouTube to learn about how the world is. They didn't know much about things in Europe, in America, you know. But they're very, very smart, those guys. Huh? Very courageous. They could walk. Sometimes they could write letters with their hands, put in an envelope, mail it, and wait for the response. You know. But today everything is fast. Huh? I send a message, Baba, you respond. So my question has always been to my Congolese fellow, and let me talk to Zambian youth today. Why are we failing to accomplish great things? Despite the fact that we almost have everything around, close to our hand. But we are the big stupid in our lives. We're expecting one man in Zambia to change your life. Everybody is sitting on their ass, believing that that politician is gonna change your life. In Zambia, in Congo, millions and millions of people, they're like under the effect of drug. You don't know which direction to take. But look, in 1950s, 1960s, our fathers, they were very courageous, motivating people and motivated people. They could stand for any little thing. They could walk, claim for their rights. That's why they even end up making of Zambia an independent country. Because some people fought for Zambia. They didn't wait for white people to say, okay, we are tired of living now in Zambia. We've taken anything we wanted. Now we can leave you free. Now you become independent. No. Some Zambian people fought for that so that you become independent, you people. If not you, your ancestors fought for that. Your forefathers, they fought for that in any African country. And they didn't have a lot of means. No. Like internet, YouTube. They didn't know much about what is going on in America. And it was very easy for Western politicians to come and lie to our fathers. You know, they could lie to them too much because there are no proof. They couldn't even have any reference to know that what that Prime Minister of Great Britain is saying, is it true or it's false? No. They just came from villages. But how come they knew they could detect that that guy is lying? Imagination. They are full of imagination. They could imagine, that guy is a liar. But how come we today, new generation, we have every gadget around, cell phones, tablets, PCs. You can watch TV 24/7. You can see America without even going to America physically. You can sit, you watch a movie. You can watch a documentary about Barack Obama. You know much about Barack Obama. The war in Iraq, how it started. In England, the Queen of England, how she became queen, how did she die? You know, we have every possibility. But my question has always been, despite all these things, why are we still stupid? Why can't we do anything greater than what our fathers did? Question to you. Too much school. Our dad didn't go to great schools. Too much school can spoil the soup. Don't believe in degrees to do anything. No. Great people, if you try to check, they don't have a lot of degrees. They just have decisions, determination, imagination, courage. Let's do that. And they do. That's how it is. You can become the president of Zambia. It's not complicated. You don't need degrees to become a president. No, it's a lie. A president is like a coordinator. If you're very courageous, influential guy, full of charisma, you become a president, I can engage. I can hire some people. Why did they go to school? Those lazy people with degrees, they're gonna work for me. Huh? I'm the president, I'll be the organizer now, the coordinator. Hey guy, you want to London? Come here. Since you're a lazy guy full of degrees, sit there. You're gonna be minister of plan, education and that. Do this for me. You do every plan you present, I read, I agree. Everybody's gonna say, it's you who do that. Any success, everything falls on the back of the president. Any defeat is gonna fall on the back of the president. You know, that's why people who lead us, they call them leaders. They're courageous people. They're not people full of degrees. No, you need to be courageous. That's why you see all around someone who didn't go to school a lot is a great politician in Zambia. Influential guy, influential woman. People they fear, they're scared of him, of her. You know, she takes decisions, she speaks. Some people full of degrees, when they open their mouth even on TV, they talk nonsense. You can even ask yourself, did she or did he go to school? Really, that woman, that guy? No, she was talking nonsense. But if you take someone from Kawambwa, I don't know, from Luapula, from a village, a TV program, that old man is gonna tell you things that make sense. You see? But how come we don't work with those people? Because the Western world came to push this agenda on us that we need to have to be full of degrees to organize the society, to be someone. No. Go to school, but don't believe that your school is gonna do anything great in your life. No, school is gonna help you how to read, to make arithmetic, math, to count, to get informed. But what is gonna take that information, you're gonna collect at the end of the day, try to turn it into something. It's your imagination now. You see, you read, you're informed, you know. Now use your imagination to give life to what you've been reading for 20, 25 years. If you don't give life to all your readings, they'll be remain like dead works. That's it. Okay, Kunpumi.
Yeah, so thank you. You came in nicely on my point number 6, which is it, a legacy, and you have explained. So we moved into the next point of empowering others. So when you stand for change, you inspire and empower others, making a difference in our lives and communities. So again, you know, I'll give an example. I work with a young man in Angoma Foundation. He is really young, he's like 22. And he comes from an area near Mumbwa. His family has settled in Mumbwa. But over there, this guy is a leader. He's young, he's like 22 years, but he's already a leader. He was telling me the other day, you know, he saw the youths over there just languishing. So he organized them together. He's like, okay, contribute money, let us start rearing chickens. Imagine. He's only 22. No CDF, no nothing. So he has brought his peers together because he's a leader. He has courage. So he is telling me that they raised the first batch of chickens, 300 chickens they had sold. And now I think they are rearing 200 chickens. So this is what we are saying. Do something to empower your community. Start small. You know, we all just can't be sitting there waiting and complaining. Be a force in your community. You know, use your imagination. As Mark is saying, use your imagination. There are no jobs in Zambia. You all have degrees. But the fact that there is no job, it does not mean that you have no imagination. It does not mean that you have no creativity. Think outside the box. Think outside the white-collar job.
Something that has brought something to my mind. I was reading a certain book about imagination. One Englishman went to Uganda. You know, he was a diplomatic guy. He used to go in the name of UK. to do a lot of programs to Uganda until he saw Ugandan people suffering, starving in villages. They don't have this, we don't have that, please, please. But that white man was just looking all around. According to him, was like, these people, they lack imagination. They have almost everything. But how come they keep suffering? They say they don't have food, they don't have this or that, but there is everything around. When he became a retiree in politics, he decided to go and live in Uganda. Do you know what he did? He went to a village, not to Kampala city or great cities, no. He decided to go to a certain village he visited. One time he came with the UK delegation. He said, I'm gonna settle here in the village. There's no electricity. There's just a stream of water somewhere there. Youth are starving. There is sand by the river and a lot of stones there. And he had some money. He said, I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna sit here. People, they say, this white guy is so stupid. You leave London to come not stay in Kampala. You come to a village. We don't have soap sometimes. We just have river, sand, stones, and trees all around. He said, yes, I like this corner. Ah, are you mad or what? He said, no. He had some imagination. He took the money he came with the money brought from London. He do some exchange there. He bought some wheelbarrows, and some hammers, some instruments, and some food. He go to the chief of the village. He said, this is my village too. I'm one of your people. The government knows that. I want to empower this community. The chief said, I don't know what we're gonna do. The land is not good. We just have stones here, sand there, trees somehow there. He said, well, that's a good place. They started breaking stones with hammers. He called all the youth who are busy doing nothing, smoking ganja. Come here, guys. Take the hammers. Wheelbarrows are here. We're gonna break these stones in small pieces. We're gonna put them somewhere there. They did that job. With the little money he came with, he started giving them some shillings. Okay, they cook porridge. Every time they cook porridge. In the morning, noon, evening, he eats that porridge too, like those Ugandan boys, until they were full mountains of stones all around. They did a good job. Until people who build houses, they start driving from towns around to come to that village to buy those pieces of stones. They bought a lot. That guy bought the first truck for the village. He bought the first truck. And then there was sand by the river. You have sand by the river. You play on the sand. Come on. Now they started collecting stones, broken stones plus sand. It's building material. They made a lot of money in 1 year. He bought 5 trucks. With that sand and stones, he met there. People are starving. The chief of that village was very poor, sitting with flies all around every time. Oh, we are very poor in Uganda. No, what do I say? Oh, these guys, they lacked imagination. He used your stones. He didn't bring anything from the UK. He met with you with your stones and your sand there and your river. He just brought some money. He changed that money. He brought hammers, wheelbarrows, some food, porridge. Let's eat. Let's go. Let's work, guys. He empowered the youth. That guy became very powerful. He made that chief of that village also powerful. That white man is the one who brought electricity. You know, he brought electricity into that village. For the very first time, the chief of that village saw bulb lights in the ceiling. He even built a good house for the chief of the village. He became Ugandan. They gave him Ugandan citizenship. He became very famous. He started transforming the poor village into a prosperous and modern village. Can you imagine? How many people build houses in a country? Let's say in Lusaka, how many people build houses? Huh? You drive 50 kilometers, there's a certain village, a very poor village, full of stones, sand, and nothing. Now they say that's the point of focus. Everybody want to build houses, say in Lusaka. They must go to that village to buy broken stones, to buy sand, until that guy became very famous. He had now a lot of trucks, 5 trucks. He taught those youth to drive those trucks. I'm gonna work with you only. You know, can you imagine? He changed that village into a small town. Can you imagine? What did he use? Imagination. What did he bring from the UK? Except his money, he didn't bring anything. He found you with your stones there. Your sand was still there. You're playing on the stone, on the sands every day. But what did they lack, those Ugandans? They just lacked imagination. Imagination can turn something negative into positive. Imagination can turn stone to bread. Huh? That's what that UK guy did. He turned those Ugandan stones into bread. Can you imagine? I think I said what I had on my mind.
Yeah, so thank you. So that's point number 7, empowering others. Beautiful illustration. Best. We have 3 more, and then we finish. So the number 8 is challenging the status quo. Change often challenges the status quo and encourages critical examination of our existing systems, practices, and norms. By standing for change, you contribute to a culture of questioning and improvement, fostering a more inclusive, progressive society. So I think this challenging the status quo is a big one in Africa, because we are comfortable with for example, I'll give an example of the Constitution. Most of the Constitution that we have was left by our colonial masters. And there are some clauses in our constitutions which are hurting us.
Yes.
And Zambia, we are going on to 50, 60 years of independence, and we are still carrying this constitution, which is negative, has negative impact on us. So I'm challenging the youth to say, let us challenge the status quo. Let us examine our systems and see where we can improve. You know, for example, one scenario which I want to talk about is, people have been talking about, we need a new president. And then in the United States or in diaspora, there are a lot of people who can be eligible for presidency, but the Constitution blocks people who are in diaspora. So for me, my contribution on this is like, you know what, the Zambian Constitution was left by the colonial masters. And most of the people in the diaspora, they know a lot of things. They have a lot of information that can change lives of Zambians overnight. But then we have laws in the Constitution that stop people from in diaspora from going home and taking all the knowledge that they have, knowledge, systems, innovations. So again, I am challenging you to say, let us challenge the status quo. There are things there that are existing that we need to examine and condemn and push, that those things change for us to move forward, because they are stumbling blocks. They have been holding us back in Zambia, in this case, 60 years. Some things in those constitutions, they need to change. And we need to stand up for something. So I don't know what you can comment on the status quo. And then we have building resilience and adaptability. And the last point is creating a better future. So maybe you can
Okay.
just combine all this. We wrap it up and we call it a night.
Okay. What I'm going to tell you is this. I'm trying to find something on my computer here. Oh, I thought about something. You know, we need to change. Actually, change doesn't need us to exist. Change has always been there. Whether we like it or not, change is always there, and change is going to change us.
You see,
You understand what I'm talking about?
yes.
Huh?
One
If
time,
you
my boss, I
don't
had
want to
went
change
to,
you
yes,
don't want to change.
you know
Change is
what,
going to change you.
Mark, I was working at this company for 15 years and they brought in new systems in the
Yes.
system. And he called us in a boardroom. I was in the
Yes.
HR, Human Resource Administrator. He called us to say, you know what, I am against this change. But the director, he told me that his boss told him that change is inevitable. If you don't
Yes.
change, you are going to be left out.
Change is
Because
part of our life.
the trend will keep moving. So it's either you jump on or you are left out.
Yes, that's how it is. Life itself, don't touch anything. Leave it there. Take a glass of water, you put it there. You leave it there. Are you sure that after 1 week, 2 weeks, if you go check, that glass and that water is they're just gonna stay the same? No, there'll be some change. Maybe there'll be some dots in your water. Maybe you're gonna find out there's no water anymore because of the fact of the sun, the heat. You see, you didn't touch anything, but it's gonna change.
Forces of
Either
nature.
we like it or not, change is always there, and we are part of change. Either, who's there? George Kasongo, Mike, how is College? College is good. What I wanted to tell you is this. Either we like it or not, change is part of our life. Maybe it's out of ignorance. We think that we resist change because we have what they call the fear. A lot of people, they fear because they don't want to get out of the zone of comfort. You see, when you create a world, you create a system where you're benefiting too much yourself. But a lot of people around you, they don't benefit. They tell you, please, let's change this system so that a lot of people can benefit. Usually, people take advantage from a certain system. They don't want that system to change into something else. They fear that they're going to lose their benefits. Number one. Number two, a lot of people are poor, the case of Africa. But if you go to those people suffering every day, complaining day in, day out, let's change the system. Those politicians, they are just 40 people. We Congolese people, Zambian people, we are millions. How come those 40 people, they can resist the change? No, if they are there, it's because we want them to stay there. If we want them to get out of that place, we're gonna push them out. Change is in everything. It's a matter of decision. We want to change. And a lot of people, they fear change. How do they say? There's one saying that goes like this. A lot of people are scared of change. If you try to ask them, why are you scared? We can go there, but why are you scared? They're not going to give any proper answer. But if you try to read their mind very well, what I want to find, they fear what they don't know, what they call the fear of the unknown. They fear what they don't know.
They fear their shadow.
Yes. If you try to tell them, oh, why are you scared? Let's go. I remember Zambia for the very first time when I was about to leave Congo. A lot of people were asking me, do you have parents, family around the world? I said, I don't have anyone. So who's going to welcome you? A lot of people in Zambia, they go to the Congo border, they just stand like this. They look into Congo, that's Congo. You can tell them, let's go to Congo. Huh? Let's go to Congo, spend 1 week, you're going to come back. No. I'm scared. They're going to arrest me, they're going to do this to me, they're going to do that to me. Sometimes wrong information, sometimes this or that. You know, you stay in Zambia. Some other people in Congo, they are the same. They can go Kasumbalesa, Chilabongo, they stand. Let's get into Zambia. Bakapokola, arrest people. Zambian immigration, they always arrest people. Yeah? Yes. That's what people, a lot of people they say in Congo. But I challenge those people. I say, I'm going to find my purpose. I'll go to Zambia. I don't have family in Zambia, but I will go. Where are you going to sleep? God is going to provide. Until one of my students came to tell me that his uncle is in Zambia. He's going to come and visit. Can you talk to him? I said, no problem. That guy introduced me to his uncle. He became my friend. He stayed in Congo and he said, I'm going to go to Zambia. I'm going to go to Kitwe. After Kitwe, I have some family in Lusaka. After Lusaka, and then I'm going back to Congo. I said, I'm planning to go to Zambia too. That's a good opportunity. No problem, we can go. That's how I traveled for the very first time. Imagination. I was telling myself, I will leave Congo someday. I will go to America. I will go to America. I had no parents, nothing, until God provided me someone. You see, imagination, the power of imagination. God knew that that guy wants to go to America. But the travel is going to ask a lot of places, you know, footsteps. You need a lot of steps. The first step is getting to Zambia first. Huh? You need to get outside Congo, outside Congo. God provided someone like magically. You can imagine, in Congo, I traveled with someone I didn't know, not even my parent, family member, no. Went to Kitwe the very first time. I was like, you're speaking Chibemba to me, you know, some Swahili words, because there's some family in Congo, until we landed in Kitwe. He brought me to his family. That's where I knew Nkana East, there's, I don't know, to Atasha. I went to visit his family. I was like, oh, this is Zambia. I saw the people, the way they behave. There's a difference. The way Zambians do or think, it's very different from Congo, Congolese people. We spent 1 week in Tuatash. Went to Nkana East until he said, can you go visit now our family in Lusaka? I said, there's no problem. We took the 7 p.m. train the whole night. By 6 morning, we're in Lusaka. They drove there, went to city center market. He said, my auntie sells some stuff here. Let's see. Then we're gonna go to Mutendere. I visited Kabulonga, Matero. With that guy, I knew his family. When I think about those people, I praise God. They welcome me as a family member. And the majority of them, they're young, with women, wives. They're calling me Uncle Mac. Uncle Mac. Uncle Mac. I ate a lot of food. Everybody was like, come to my house. No, today's my turn. He's going to eat in my house. No, don't keep him 2 days, please. You know, that fear. If you're in Congo, say Zambia, but Zambia, I don't know how Zambian people are. But I enjoyed. In 2 weeks, in Lusaka, I became big, fat. I was eating garbage, eggs. I ate a lot of food. You can imagine.
To Zambia. That is Zambia for you.
I ate a lot. Can you believe that if you come to tell me that Zambia is bad? like Apocola is gonna arrest you. No, no,
No.
Zambia is good for me because my imagination was positive. First of all, I need to go somewhere. That's how I get into Zambia, and then from Zambia, I found myself somewhere. I found an opportunity. I'm in America. Huh? I left Congo for good until I reached America. We are talking about change. There is a saying that goes like this: everything changes. Huh? Everything changes. Everything evolves. Only fools don't change. Do you understand? I repeat, everything changes, everything evolves, but only fools don't change. If you resist change, automatically they're gonna put you in the category of foolish people. Only foolish people, they resist change. That's how you see a lot of African politicians, African presidents, they end up in a very bad way. They chase them from power by the military. There's a revolution. Take the case of Mobutu in Congo, how Mobutu ended up. He built up a certain notoriety. He was thinking that he was God. He was very powerful until change came. Because when change comes, no one resists change. Those who suffer a lot are the guys who resist change. Change is like a river. Let's go with the river. Change is like a train. Jump on that train, go. There is something good surprises for you somewhere. And sometimes you're gonna laugh it. You'll be like, oh, so we're very stupid in Ndola. We're just sitting the whole day, playing, drinking, doing nothing. You see now we have some jobs, guys. We are good in Pretoria, South Africa. Your friend was like, let's go to South Africa. Hey, in South Africa, they kill people. When I follow the news, they kill people every day. Hey, they're gonna kill me. You don't wanna change because the news you follow, they always show that in South Africa, they kill people. They rob every day. They're gonna kill me. Me, I'm good in Ndola. But you're doing nothing. Let's go try in Johannesburg. South Africa. No. Until if they pull you, you go to South Africa, you see that, oh my God, I was so stupid in Ndola. I was doing nothing. Now I have my job, I can save money. After 1 year, you come back to Zambia to visit your friends in Ndola. Everyone's like, wow. You give them some money. But me, I'm from South Africa. I need to go back in 2 weeks. Because you didn't resist change. Go try somewhere else. Everything changes. If you don't want to change, life is going to change you. Do you know what it is? One of my teachers used to tell me, we were created by God to live life. If we refuse to live life, life is going to live us. But when life starts living you, that's the beginning of trouble. You understand? Because God created life to be lived. You refuse to live your life? Okay. Now you're going to see your life. It will start living you now. And that's going to be the beginning of trouble. But life is waiting for you. I'm here, guys. Come and live me. You people are scared. You're like, oh, no. Do you know why Europe, America, they've conquered the world? Because they have an adventurous mind. They could come to Africa out of the blue. Let's go to Africa. Until they found that those people, they are very weak. They don't know how to fight. They are fearful people. Let's do this. Until they built a big empire, they started dominating us, dictating what to do. Because they didn't fear anything. Change is always good in many occasions. Look at the United States of America before I finish. A lot of people came to America, the majority, they were suffering in Europe. If you read your history books, those are the people who were suffering in Europe, during the period of foolish kings. If you read very well your history in school. They should teach you somewhere that Europe also was full of stupid kings. There was a period of time that kings in Europe were very stupid. Like African presidents today, the most of them are stupid. The way the majority of African presidents are stupid. That's how the most of kings and queens in Europe during that time, they were stupid too. They were eating a lot of food, collecting a lot of taxes, mistreating their people, preventing them from praying, pushing them in a corner. They owned everything. They own your house, they own your land, they own your family. You work for them in farms, everything you give them. They give you 1/100th. There was total misery in Europe. That's what motivated Europeans of that time to stand up and run away. They fled their countries, and it was not easy. There was nowhere to go except to cross the ocean. Can you imagine? They created boats. They started crossing the ocean to flee from misery, you know. And it was those ancient boats, they could take 3 months before they crossed the ocean from Europe to the American side. It was 3 months on the sea. The courageous ones, they could reach America. It was a land in the hands of Indians, red-skin, Native Americans. You see, now check today. Those people who left Europe, who had the courage to say, enough is enough. We have suffered, now it's enough. I'm not going to stay in this place where I'm suffering. Let me go somewhere else. They found America was a good land, inhabited by just a bunch of people, red skin. They call them Native Americans, Indians. They occupied that land. Now check, after 500-600 years, you know the United States of America, it's a powerful country. What if those guys accepted to stay in Europe, into poverty, into fear? No, we are not going to go nowhere. No, we are going to stay here. They won't do anything. You know, it's because they took their courage into their hands. We are not going to suffer on the feet of these stupid queens and kings. No, we need to get out of here. Today, you see, people who are in charge of the United States of America are the guys who come from the offsprings of those refugees who left Europe. Now they're dominating the whole world. Everybody's like, United States of America, superpower, everything, let's go to America. America is gonna decide. You know, they are not deciding in front of everybody in the world. You see, because they accepted change. They said, let's change the place. Let's go somewhere else. And then they conquered the world. You too, accept change. You're gonna conquer the world, conquer your fears. Because as I said before I finish, everything changes. Everything develops. Only foolish people resist change. Okay. Queen Pumi, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. You know, a lot of information, you know. Change is inevitable. To summarize it all, change is inevitable. You know, let us conquer our fears. Let us think big. Let us stand for something.
Yeah.
And the last example you gave of how the Europeans left Europe, not only for USA, but for Australia, for Canada, for South Africa, you know,
they conquered
Zealand.
the whole world.
Yes.
Because they first of all, they had to conquer their fear.
Yes.
Yes. Before you conquer the world, you need to conquer your fear first.
Yes. Yes. So,
you know,
it has me thinking, say, these people who came from Europe, they were not rich, they were poor. Some of them, they were villains. They were unjustly crucified or prosecuted and they ran away to say, if I stay here, I'm going to die.
And it's
You know,
the poor
so they
people,
ran
the
for a
persecuted
new
people
hope.
who fled. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it is.
So this is what we see in America, in Australia. They
Canada.
were vilified in their countries.
Yeah.
Their ancestors were vilified. So to
Mm.
connect this to modern day Zambia or Africa, we have nowhere to run. All the world has been conquered. So what
Yes.
do we do? What we do is to fight, stand for something in our country, fight injustice.
We have to run
have to,
into ourselves now. Let's conquer our fears inside ourselves.
yeah, to say
To
now
change what we
what
have
can we
already.
do? We are not so lucky like the people who were 500 years ago, they moved to other lands. Right
Yeah.
now, there is no land which is empty. We are
Check it out.
stuck where we are.
Check it out. Now, everybody's fighting for Africa. You see how lucky we are as Africans. This is something we need to tell our youth. We are very lucky because we belong to a continent that's called Africa. Everybody's now is fighting for Africa. There is what they call themselves what? Scramble for Africa. Everybody now is running to get into Africa because every good mineral is in Africa. And Africa is a superpower, a sleeping superpower.
Because we have to conquer our own land.
No, they're planning. Yes, that's what they're planning now. They're planning to come and conquer our own land.
Is that we Africans, we have fear to conquer our own land.
Yes.
How come a Chinese, African, we are fearing.
Can you imagine a very poor Chinese can leave China and become a boss in Lusaka? How come? Can you imagine?
Because we have, when some African, we are fearing.
We are fearing. This is our land, but you cannot leave Zambia, go to China and become a boss in Beijing. Never. No one's going to let you become a boss. How come we leave those guys to become masters in Ndola, Lusaka, wherever they go and settle? No. It's a political system which is bad. That's why I always tell you, let's conquer our fear. Africa is our motherland.
I just want to engage you on that.
Yes.
You are saying it's a political system. It's not the political system. It's ourselves. Ourselves. You told the story of Uganda.
The political system which is there was put in place by ourselves. Either we like it or not, directly or indirectly, we allowed that political system to be there. You know, that's how it works. That's what Martin Luther King was saying, what? It's either we stand up and fight for change. If you sit in a corner expecting that things are gonna change, you are lying to yourself. Things gonna stay the way they are.
This is where, let me come in there. So this is where I come in to tell point number 8, challenging the status quo, existing systems who are allowing a Chinese to come and buy 100 acres and start selling to Zambians in Lusaka. This is what we need to challenge. To say, how can a Chinese man come and buy 100 acres of land and start selling to Zambians? Mamona, we Zambia need to conquer our fear and start challenging these existing status quos which are impoverishing us.
Yeah, you're right. That's why if you see these Eastern countries, what do? Western countries, like America, Canada, before they conquer our land, they plan something. They put into place some stupid presidents in Africa who's going to work for them to prepare the land. A president, an African president who's there not to work for Africa, for you, his fellow countrymen. No, he's there to work for America. He's listening to what America tells him. We need to banish those kind of presidents, to put them out of power. And who's going to do that? We. That's what we need. We must do that. We are fighting now for survival. That's what African youth should know. The world, there's no mercy. Check it out. There's no mercy. You can sit in a corner, complain every day, shedding tears, praying, fasting, doing nothing. You will end up in a mess. Pray, believe in something, but stand up and do something.
Stand for
your country.
stand for your land. Right now we are, because if you have been, you know what? The land is what God gave us.
Yes.
Everything comes from the land.
Yes.
Life comes from the land. From the dust we came, from the dust we are going. Now,
people they say we are going to the moon. There is no life in the moon. There's nowhere to live in the moon. We are going to Mars. There's nowhere to live in Mars. Planet Earth
is the heaven on earth. When we die, when Jesus comes, we are going to live on this earth.
Yes.
The next life is on this earth. So me, I'm here to tell the youth, stand for your land. Stand for something. Don't stand cheering for someone. No,
that's why
you are cheering for someone.
That's why politicians who give our land to foreigners must be fought by us. We need to fight those politicians. They don't deserve to be in office because there's no independence, there's no freedom, there's no progress, there's no joy, there's no prosperity without a land. Can you imagine? That's why white people are very smart. Wherever they went in the past, the first thing they grabbed was land. Look the case in South Africa. You may see buildings, everything around. Oh, it looks like London. But South Africans are still having that problem of lack of land. If you don't build, you don't control your land. If your own land doesn't belong to you anymore, you become a slave. Slavery starts
for land.
when you lose control over your land.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Stand for something. Stand for a piece of land. You are cheering politicians. You are in one room in a kaboba. You don't have a land of your own. Stand for something. If you love that president, tell your president to give you a piece of land. You build a house.
Yeah.
Let your president empower you to buy land and build your own house.
That's why we always insist that before they take any decision, like the guys in power, presidents, ministers, senators, MPs, we always insist they need to go to the people. And the people in many countries are represented by MPs, the parliament. Any project, they need to talk to the MPs. The MPs should talk to the population. The guys who elected them, who voted for them. You need to explain. We are planning to give that piece of land to the Chinese company. They will be doing this, and that. When people, they say yes, for how many years? Because our land should remain in our hands. We cannot give your land forever to a foreigner. No. Americans,
French, stupid, I tell you what's happening. It's stupid. Giving land to Chinese. Can you go and get land in China and start selling it to Chinese?
One thing I noticed when I was going through Zambia, you have what you call Bamwenyi, Indian people. They just came, they stayed in Zambia forever. Do you know why? Because there's lack of land in India. India is now the most populated country in the world. That means when they're in India, they cannot even 1 meter square for themselves. No, everything.
They sleep in one room, 5, 10 people in one room.
5 people. When they come to Zambia, they see a lot of land for free. And
they are building mansions. They are building mansions.
Yeah,
you know, Zambians have become slaves in our own country. We Zambians, we have become slaves.
I saw
Zambians are sleeping Boba. Zambians are sleeping
Indians in Zambia. I saw Indians in Zambia owning farms.
Yes.
driving good cars while a Zambian child is living in poverty. It doesn't make any sense.
It's worse
We
now,
need to change
my brother.
something.
It's worse.
No.
So, in closing, I just want to say our topic today is educational by youth is stand for something.
Yeah.
And to be direct about this topic is stand, hold your leaders accountable, challenge the status quo, things that are going wrong. Ask a question to your leaders. How come Indians are owning land and selling to Zambians? Ask them that.
That is stupid. Everyone who comes to Africa.
Chinese are owning land and selling to Zambians. Ask your leaders that. Ask your member of parliament.
Any bad law, any unfair law can be changed by the people. Did you know that? The only person, or the only, how do they call in politics? The only element, the only organization that can change life, the only organization that has the last word in a country, that's above everything but below God, it's you people.
The people.
Anything signed by your president, they might give your land to Indians for 25 years, or Chinese mining for 50 years. But if you stand in a revolutionary manner, this is our land. Every contract can be wiped out. Did you know that?
Yes. Because
yes.
one man cannot decide for 20 million people.
Anything signed,
yeah.
either by Lungu when he was president, HH is signing this. If you leave those politicians, that bunch of politicians, they will change nothing. They'll keep giving your land to those people. The only people that can erase everything from the board is the people.
The people.
The people, you are powerful. The most powerful machine in a country is not politicians, it's the people. We, the people, we are very powerful. We are the most powerful machine in a country, but we ignore our power because they've convinced us to live in a state of stupidity, by some people. That's why the politicians try to check. This is an African tradition. They put police everywhere. The militaries are everywhere. Anything, they arrest you. You just talk, you express yourself, they arrest you. Can you imagine you put your own people in a state of fear for 5, 10, 15, 20 years? It's going to become the second nature.
They are telling me here, they are
it's a psychological
to Zambia, you'll be arrested. They are threatening me.
Yeah,
you'll
it's
be arrested for what?
Thing.
Yeah.
Bad
so
politicians,
they're already
that's what
intimidating me. Oh, you are talking because you are not in Zambia. Come to Zambia, you'll be arrested for what? What crime am I committing?
Politicians do that. They know that if you leave these people free, they'll be controlling us. They're going to have the last word. The good way to manipulate them is to put this system in place. The system of harassment.
Yes.
Yes, the system of regular harassment. You're going to resist until 1 year you are tired. They're going to convince you. You can resist. They're going to do that until 1 year, 2 years. You're going to accept that. Your mind is going to accept that. Even if it is a very stupid thing, if you don't fight it, you are tired, you leave it there. You're going to see that it's going to multiply itself. That's what politicians do. What created America, the United States of America? Why America is a prosperous country in many ways? Because those people who fled Europe, they were suffering. They learned a lesson. When they crossed the big body of water called the ocean, when they landed in America, they decided not to experience everything stupid, you know, they were experiencing in Europe. That enough is enough. We will not accept that a human being, either they are a king, a queen, or any kind of human being, to make us suffer anymore. That's why when they said all around, the priority was liberty. That's why having the Statue of Liberty in America, the land of the free. The first thing they had on their mind is, we are running from Europe because there's no freedom, no liberty. We've been living on our own land like slaves. Now, we are here today. Please, who's gonna, the person who's gonna try to do the same things they did to us in Europe, we're gonna fight him here. Finish. That slavery should stay in Europe. That's why they started building a new society, a new kind of society. That's why they call America New World. New World. They call America New World. They wanted to build a new world that should be very different from the old world they left in Europe. Everything should be new. The concept, ideas, everything. That's why when they sat down, I think in 1770 something, when they started drafting the Constitution of the United States, what was supposed to be the United States of America. The first word, do you know the first word in the American Constitution? What does it say?
We the people.
We the people.
We the people.
We the people. The Constitution of America starts with two words. Three. We the people. Everything in America, the people should benefit. Every system you want to erect in America, economic, political, I don't know, they're going to ask you the question by American citizens. It's in their blood. Are we going to benefit? We, the people, where is our place in that project? If there is no, there's no place for the American people in your business, in your project, they're going to reject it. Because they came from Europe. They went through a lot of negative experiences, and they swear, we are not going to see these things again here. Enough is enough. If you bring those things here, we're going to fight you. That's why they introduced the culture of guns in America, if you didn't know. They knew that politicians are stupid people. Sometimes they want to come into power, they are good, like priests. When they eat a lot, they become drunk of power. They think that Zambia, Congo is a private property. They will be going out signing contracts with Chinese, Americans, without even telling you what they are doing outside. American people, they said, to prevent that, we need to have the culture of guns. Follow the news. That's why in America, you cannot tell the American people, US citizens, oh, we need to banish arms, guns. No. They built their society with guns in hands. You see, they became powerful with guns in hands. They disciplined bad people with guns in hands. You know, everything they managed to do throughout the centuries, American people, they did it with guns in hand. That's why when you follow, you see, you watch the movies, Western movies about the cowboys, they always carry their guns in hand. America was built with a gun in hand. American politicians, they don't play around because they fear people, they own guns in their houses. If we try what you do in Africa, everybody's gonna take their gun and they're gonna finish you. Can you imagine?
Just depends.
Yeah.
You know, in Florida,
That's what they do.
there are laws there. Stand you have the defense. Someone
That's
comes to you, you shoot them.
African politicians, they play because only the police officers, military, they can own guns. The president, who's a crook, in many African countries, they're always surrounded by bodyguards. How come? What are you fearing? You have 10 bodyguards
My dear, 10, 100, 200
100
bodyguards,
bodyguards.
one person.
One person. Even
One
stupid people,
person,
simple people.
bodyguards surrounding him. Yeah?
Those are crooks. If you see that people are always surrounded by many bodyguards, they are bad politicians. In a country with discipline, where people they have transparency, they respect their own people.
You know,
they don't need a lot of
to a
bodyguards.
guy who told me that the Mexican president, he moves in the street without a bodyguard.
Yeah.
And he goes and shaking people's hands. Yeah?
Let's
Now,
not go very far.
in Zambia, look at
Let's
the security that
go
is
very
our
far.
accompanying our own.
Even if you go to Namibia and Botswana, did you know that? In Botswana, a lot of politicians, they move around without bodyguards. They move around without bodyguards. They can go in the supermarket, they buy stuff.
Even Kagame move around without bodyguards.
Yeah. They're going to point at someone. Do you know that lady? That's the Minister of Finance. She comes with a Mercedes, a simple car. She stops there. She gets into ShopRite. She buys her some stuff. She gets out. Until they tell you that lady is the Minister of Finance. But when you start seeing your politicians, minister of this, and that, surrounded by 5, 6, 7 bodyguards, that's a sign that your country,
my brother,
your country is in the hands.
Now the 200, they has like is like he's moving with like 100 to 500 policemen. He's not lying.
Yeah, someone is saying that Esther Banda, he said Sata did that.
Between 100 to 500 security.
Yeah. There's one lady, Esther, that said Sata was doing that. Sata could move around with a lot of bodyguards, you know. Do you know why? Because he was confident that I'm the man of people. Can you imagine? And
she's not screwing people. When you're screwing people over,
people hate you.
Yeah,
when you feel that they hate you.
You are screwing people. That's why you need security. Because you know that you have screwed everyone around.
That's how it is. That's how it is. When you see a politician surrounded by a lot of bodyguards, that's a sign that those people are gangsters. This is a gangster's state now. That's how it is.
I mean, I'm like, is this a mafia? Why do we have so many security? Plain clothes in different kinds.
Yeah.
Some of them are in uniform.
Money. And that security is a lot of money. Those bodyguards are paid with your money from the contribution. You know, they pay them with your money.
Just shocking, you know, different kinds of security. Some of them in uniform, all kinds. They have security from paramilitary, Zambia Air Force, Zambia
and one
Army,
guy is writing here, a district commission. A district commissioner in Zambia as a bodyguard for what?
Imagine, they know what they are doing here.
Yeah.
Because they are screwing people. When the CDF comes, they are screwing people. They are not paying the people, they are paying their relatives. So that's why they are doing that.
Yeah, because as I was talking to you on the phone yesterday, what did I tell you, Queen Pomi? Unfortunately, there is one new system, one new political system brought into Africa by some Western worlds, you know. They call it, it's like the politics of multinational, of companies, you know. A lot of countries are being run like private companies, you know. That means they control our wealth. The control is just based on our health. They don't care about anyone or anything else. Presidents in many countries, they are like CEOs now. They control they control the companies around. They can sign any contract with anyone without even talking to you, the owner of the land. That's a problem. That's the system. We're going to talk about that next time. How African countries are being run now. They are being run like private companies. A lot of African presidents are not president in a very good sense. The way we used to see presidents in 1960s, 1970s. Some people are presidents. Like Kenneth Kaunda was a president. Try to see a lot of presidents today in 2000 and what? They are just CEOs put there by superpowers, multinational companies. They run your country like a company. They can give your land to anyone. They can sign any contract without even talking to you. They can do anything, any nonsense, without even consulting the people. And this is the source of war. A lot of wars in Africa. Take the map of Africa. People are fighting in many places. Why are they fighting? To control your land and your minerals by force. This is a system introduced by the Western countries. Before having access, I talked about that last time. They know that Zambia is a rich country. We have copper belt there. We have cobalt. We have everything we want. If we leave those guys in peace, stability, democracy, Zambian people, they're going to control their own land. Zambia is going to be developed, and it's going to be a good country. So the good way to have access to that copper, cobalt, and so on is to put Zambia into a mess. That's what is happening in the Congo. If you see the war in the Congo, the war in the Congo is like 25 years now. It's being ignited by people. In the Congo, in some neighboring countries, Rwanda, Uganda, Europe, America, everybody wants that war to stay there, to be permanent. That's the only way they're getting those expensive Congolese minerals for free. You see, it's not even for free. In return, what are they giving to the Congolese people? They're killing the owners of the land. Can you imagine? Instead of just taking and go, but they take it and they kill you. First of all, they want your land. First of all, they want your minerals. And after using your minerals, they notice that your land is full of minerals. It's going to take a lot of years before it finishes. The second idea is what? Why can't you take the land? That's what they create the so-called rebel movement. The rebel movement are being trained all around. They push them into your country with a fake agenda. They started making a lot of noise on TV. We this and that. We want this, we want this. You want what? They start fighting you. They're gonna disturb you for many years. They're gonna take those pieces of land where there are mines. You know, they're gonna take your minerals, put them in trucks, taking them out of your country, and those multinationals, they're waiting at night somewhere there. That's what they do. Congo is being, because the thing is still continuing, Congo is being plundered to death. They have no mercy. You're going to see American diplomats. They go to Congo not to seek peace, to sign anything for peace. No. They go to Congo, they know that this country is in a mess. There's no state. There's nothing. The country is like, no one is directing that country. No one is leading that country. They know that. How can you go to a country like Congo, a country which is in a total mess, to sign a contract, US envoy? You go to sign a contract for cobalt, for copper, for uranium, for lithium, in a country where there is no democracy, there's no security, there's no elections, and you say, American envoy, you're a civilized guy? You know, that's what they do. Nobody's ready to put peace into Congo first, no. But all of them are ready to sign for minerals. So, dear ladies and brothers, it's so hard. So Queen
You
Pumi,
know, Mark, I know it's tough for you. You have been gone so many years. You know, you
yeah,
have family in Congo, and it's a tough situation.
very tough situation.
It's a tough
Very tough.
situation. But my mother always used to tell me to say, she used to say it in Tonga. My mother is a Tonga woman. She used to say, "Jatagamana jagayoya," meaning everything, whatever goes up must come down.
Yeah.
That is, you know what, it will take many years, but it has taken many years, but God can change a situation in a twinkling of an eye. So let us not
Yeah.
lose hope. Let us not lose hope. It is tough, but one day, through a snap of a finger, the situation in Congo can
Yeah.
change. So we are not
You're right.
going to lose hope. We'll keep talking and, you know, praying that maybe one day something will change. And I'm reading a comment here which is saying that in Africa, most of our leaders, presidents have been captured by big companies. Yes, I agree with you, but in as much as our leaders are being captured by the so-called multinational whatever, they have a voice. They have a voice to negotiate deals which are fair. Because if a
Yeah.
president says, you know what, can I have 51% to a company, what can they say? It is on your land. The problem is they are accepting bribes and corruption. They are not
That's right.
thinking of their own people. There's nothing wrong with
They're,
these multinational
they're
organizations who are
they're
mine
always
in
weak.
Africa. But it's
Yeah, because they
the
accept bribe,
conditions
as you
on
said.
which they are accepting. Our presidents are actually enabling it. They are the ones stealing because they are opening the door. Why can't they be the gatekeeper for our land and our minerals? Whoever wants to come in, this is the condition. Look at our people, how they are suffering. Can we have a little bit of more money so we can have proper schools, proper hospitals, proper roads?
Yeah.
Let them negotiate for fair deals.
That's correct. That's correct.
We cannot put it like we can't keep blaming the West. It is time for our leaders to take responsibility, you know. Let them challenge these companies, the deals they are signing. Let them think of their people. Problem is they are thinking of their pockets,
Now
you
the
know.
problem, we go back to the same situation what we started with. True change for a country is not in the hands of our politicians. It should be in the hands of the people. Can you imagine? That's what I said. American people were very smart. After crossing the big sea, the ocean, after going through negative experiences in Europe, those guys who came to America, they decided that everything should be done by the people, with the people, and for the people. You can imagine. And then,
Exactly.
yes, they created a powerful country we call the United States of America. We also, Africans, we must have this on our mind. Our presidents, our politicians, it's just a bunch of people. They cannot change anything, but we can push them to change everything. You see, who's going to push our presidents, our ministers to change anything? It's we, the people. Let's not leave our lands in the hands of a bunch of people called politicians. No, the power is not in the hands of your president, ministers, MPs only. No, the true power that can push those foreigners away is in the hands of the people. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you so much. Hello.
Bonsoir, bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Vous parlez français?
Bonjour, bonsoir. Je parle bien le français. C'est comment vous là-bas?
Oui. Oui, je suis bien. Ici, chez nous, c'est la journée, c'est 16 heures.
Mama Mpumi, she's run out. Vous êtes
Merci.
où? Vous êtes à l'Amérique ou vous êtes où vous êtes?
Oui, je suis en Amérique.
Ok, soyez le bienvenu, mon frère, soyez le bienvenu.
Merci. Vous êtes où c'est?
We are in Zambia.
Lusaka.
Lusaka, you are welcome home. We are welcome.
Thank you so much.
Come back and you eat cabbage and eggs.
I'll be back. I'm gonna
For
come
sure,
back.
for sure.
I've now a good friend of mine, Queen Pumi. There's no reason now to say I cannot go to Zambia again. I'll go to visit people. I'm making good new friends now. Queen Pumi is there, Mama Chikamonica, a lot of people. There's the other lady, what's her name? There's Mama
Anik.
Chikamonica, you, Queen Pumi. Anik. That looks like a French name.
Yeah,
Does she speak
she's
French?
yeah, she's actually her mother. Her mother is from Congo.
Oh, that's why I was like, Anik.
Matipa.
Anik, Matipa.
Yeah.
I know. I have my cousin. She is Linda Matipa.
Yeah.
Linda Matipa, my cousin, female cousin.
Mark, my brother, my uncle, you are welcome. These mamas, they are our queens.
I'll come to Zambia someday. We need to change everything.
A queen without a crown. A queen without a crown.
A crown
is in your heart.
She left the crown. She left the crown in Zambia.
I'm coming to get it. I'm coming to get it.
Esther Precious.
Yeah, I was following the always let a come always eat bones, but it's not yet late. The topic is very interesting as long as we are in the house.
Yeah.
Brother Mark, welcome back again. But don't do like once you disappear here, to find you again unless we use Instagram.
No problem.
Yeah.
We're gonna make all our best to be talking,
because
to be making some shows with these queens, talking about Africa, Congo, Zambia, you know.
For sure. Because here we are not just talking about the one country, we are talking about the African continent. Because we have
African continent, you're right.
Yes, we have youth always. I just wanted to contribute on one point whereby youth have, okay, the generation of African, we have that fear. We have that fear of you think something good, but instead of follow it, you get scared of something what cannot help you. Now, my point is, yes, my point is, even you have a baby, if you remember a certain, it was not a rumor, but it's a true story. In France, the white people wanted to know the language of the babies. The babies, if the babies, which language are they communicate? They put all the mothers out of the maternity and they give instruction to the nurses whereby don't speak any language until these babies they reach on the certain stage. So what we want to learn what language these babies are communicated.
Okay.
So at the last, all those babies, they came muet. That's about Chiburu. You understand the word muet? They can't speak at a certain age.
Yes.
So the
I see.
the government was put themselves in the cost of paying the families and those babies until their entire life. So my example is coming to the generation whereby, you know, to be scared or to get fear of doing something what is correct. It's a big, it's a big job, because from the beginning we grown up with that fear because of our forefathers or our generation or our father or you, our grand people, because we follow your roots. So it's not easy for now what we are talking about or what we are pushing, and it will happen for the next coming season or the next year. So it will took long. There's a strategy to put words in people to understand them physically, morality, spiritually, about what fear and scared they're supposed to balance on the living. Because if something starts long time ago, some 50 years ago or 60 years ago, it's already in the mind. The mind is already feel like this fearing or this scared we are, it's normal, because it's at stake for our fathers, our grandfathers, and to our generation. So it took advantage for the people who call themselves their wise. For now, they have that mind about these people. No matter what we say, they are going to be scared, because there is sales, there is a court, there's arresting, in some cases because of the constitution. Because the constitution. Because if you follow the constitution, then if someone wants to react about his reality or his true living or lifestyle or human rights, the law and the constitution, they are going to break one or two words and they give you a charge. Now, we are used on that. If I do this, we are 20. You found yourself, you are at the front, but all of your group, they go back. So, it's a disease. It's not a today's disease or a fresh disease. It's a disease of where we are coming from. According to the white people, the European people, the way they put that fearing and the scared in our spirits. What we are talking right now is going to help for the tomorrow and that generation. But for now, it's a bit big, but we need change. We're supposed to change mindfully, spiritually, before physically. So if we do understand spiritually, we will play.
Okay, yeah, the bad connection.
The battle started long time ago. You know, our generation, our youth of today in Africa, we have already that whole spirit of don't do this. When you do this, you'll be arrested. The constituent said this, the constituent said this. So there is a big job to change some words in the constituents. In the constitution, because there's the constitution have its rules, whereby that constitution, it comes from Europe. It's the Basung who give us that constitution. They leave that constitution. No matter we change one or two, we are just change it for business. whereby if we take this constitution, this department, they are going to have money.
Yeah.
But why can't we just have our own constitution, remove the European constitution or the abroad constitution? We just make our own African constitution. It's a bit tricky.
Africa has been
our
independent
generation
for many years.
Yeah, but
And a lot of
you're not
countries are independent for many years. So they've learned the people. People went to school. They've been drafting their constitution themselves. So how come those people, they don't want to change? They're still duplicating the system they inherited from the Bazungu constitutions. No, it's not.
yeah, they're still under instruction.
No, that's why
in
they're
business.
under instructions. Who put them, who leave them to be under instructions is we the people. You know, that's why they say anything can change if the people have knowledge. If the people they're aware of what is going on. That's why we need to educate our people. Everything starts with education. We need to educate our people, to inform them. They need to have access to true information. We need to educate our community. Your rights are here. These are your duties. If you do this, no one is going to disturb you. You can do this. This is your right. But know that where your rights ends, that's where someone else's rights begin. We need to teach them. Your rights are here and your duties are here. This is your country. This is your land. We need to live in harmony so that we can create conducive, system where there will be prosperity, peace for all, you know. But we need to do that as everybody's job. It's not only the job of the presidents, MPs, and so on. This is our job, all of us. I understood what you said. Why Africa is still behind? Because our politicians are selfish. You know, they're very selfish. Africa is going nowhere because our leaders are selfish. They think that the country now is their own property. You know, that mindset, we need to fight it. We need to remove it from our community. A country is not a private property. We need to lead it. We need to take care of it, all of us. We have a word, we have a say. You know, at a certain point, everybody should have a say for the country. Since we are not in the bush, in the forest, we are an organized community. That's why we have some rules. We have a constitution, we have everything. No, everybody cannot go to the White House. That's why we have some MPs, you have some senators. You know, those people, they need to work very well. But what is happening now? Those people are being corrupt by the system in place. You elect them, they promise they're gonna work for you. They're gonna defend your rights. Once they get into the system, they start receiving money from people who didn't elect them. Can you imagine? From the president on the mafia system in place. So they forget about your need. So who's gonna change that? Let's teach our youth that no matter what happens, the last player in the field who's gonna change the game, it's not your president, it's not your MPs, your senators, it's not American people, British people, no. Chinese, Indians, no. The last player who's gonna change the game is you, the people. That's it. They may sign any contract giving this to Indians for 30 years, giving that to Chinese for 50 years. This is the game. As long as we, the people, we are not going to be aware, we're not going to stand, those stupid mafia contracts will stay there. The only person who can break everything, who can erase every contract from the board and start everything afresh is the people. That's why we need to do it through what they call revolution. When there's a revolution, what does it mean? Everything from the past is gone. It's gone. That's not our business. If Lungu signed that, that's his business. If HH is signing that, that's his business. But if you vote for the same guy again, what do you expect? The guy is going to continue dealing with the same Chinese, the same Americans. You know, that's why when you see that there's mess in your country, these politicians are playing with us, they're kidding. Sweep them. Revolution.
You're right.
But they're gonna,
you are right.
No, it's violent. We're going to sit and talk. Politicians, they don't understand sometimes the language of peace, language of order. You need to push them around, to push them away, push them out. They need to go.
Yeah.
If
you are right, my brother.
And America is developed, try to read the books. They went through force, violence sometimes. That's how we speak about French Revolution, American Revolution. We have plenty of revolutions. Revolution is not a piece of cake they give you, oh, let's sit and drink chibuku, you are my brother, I'm your sister, let's talk about Zambia. No, revolution is mean you don't understand. You don't have ears, you get out of here. You push him out. You break every chair. You demolish, you need to demolish the building. That's revolution. Do you know, revolution is very important because it changes the people's mind. Try to notice around. People who went through a certain revolution, they are already mature people. They don't backslide. They don't play with those people anymore. Look at the Congo. There's never been any revolution in the Congo. Congolese people, they might go to school, they may speak French a lot, they may say whatever they want. Every change in the country is not the product of the Congolese people themselves. This is the only thing I always say in French. There's never going to be change. There's not going to be change in the Congo if we sit the same way. We play the game the same way we do, expecting that our politicians going to change things. No, for 60 years after independence, they have failed and they keep failing. The good way to change things is to go through revolution. That means to wipe everything inherited from the Belgians, from Mobutu, Laurent Kabila, Joseph Kabila, Félix Tshisekedi, everything to burn. Revolution is to burn. It's symbolic. When you burn, you see physical fire. That fire is also spiritual fire. Take the book of France. They burned everything around. And it changed the French people's mind until today. American Revolution. American people, they needed also a revolution. Check it out. It changed the American people's mind. A country without revolution, you will be doing the same things. Check. For how many times we people from the Congo believed in every kind of change they brought us from other people, by other people. We believe in everything. Oh, this time Mobutu is going out. Laurent Desire Kabila is coming with Rwandan soldiers, Ugandan soldiers. This is revolution. How did it end? You know, we didn't benefit. Your revolution, if it comes from you, yourselves, you're going to benefit that revolution. You see, if it comes from outside, from other people, those people, when they come to you, we need to help you, Zambian people. Your president is bad. We need to kick him out. You might applaud, but in the end, you are not going to benefit that action because it didn't come from you. It came from outsiders. They have their own hidden agenda. You know, they manipulated the Congolese people. Mobutu is a dictator. He's been in power for 32 years. We need to push him out. Everybody was like, we Congolese people, we just sleep. Instead of standing, they gave us too much time to stand up and chase Mobutu. We failed because we're very lazy. in our mind and in our body until people from outside, Rwandan soldiers and Ugandan soldiers are the guys who came. They just put Laurent Desire Kabila in front as a stooge. Can you imagine? As a puppet. Kabila was a puppet. He didn't have any army. They just called him, come. We put you in front. When the Congolese people, they're going to see you, they're going to applaud. Because they're stupid and lazy people. We're going to get with you. We're going to get into the Congo by placing you, Laurent Desire Kabila, in front. But we know that you are our puppet. And then we're going to change things because there is too much to get from that country. The solution now, the conclusion is what? Look at the Congo today. Who are benefiting from the Congo? Ugandan people, Ugandan soldiers, Rwandan soldiers. The same guys who came into Congo with the revolution are benefiting. Because that revolution didn't come from us. That's why when you are the masters, the actors of your own revolution, you're gonna eat the fruits. You see, to see change in Zambia, don't let people from outside Zambia to come and say, guys, we're gonna help you do this, and then you're gonna be good. No, this is a lie. That's why educate Zambian youth. Tell them the truth. Your rights are here. Yeah. Everything. Tell them the truth. Your duties are here. Your rights are here. This is our country. It's not your president's country. We have the say. We have a say, all of us, to run this country. We have a say. At a certain extent, this is our land. If we lose this land, there's no other Zambia. There's no other Congo. But those Mwenyi, those Chinese, if they lose a farm in Zambia, they lose a property in Congo, they will run away. They'll go back either to India or to China. That's where they belong. But if they take Congo little by little, or in forms of farm, society, company, this and that, building, we're gonna lose everything. You know, let's teach our youth the truth, to be responsible. In the end, let's not forget to tell them, the player, I always tell Congolese people, you may see politicians sit in Congo. How many times did they sit around the table? How many times did they say, this is the last now, the last meeting, you're gonna see change? We saw nothing. Because at that table, there's one player that always misses. Who's that player? The people. The game played by the people is the victorious game. But a game played by politicians only is the fake game. They're gonna just share their loaf of bread. Period.
Brother Mark.
I think I'm at the end. I need to go out. I need to go out.
Don't go. No. I know it's weekend, but don't go. No.
We are ready to cross, but George, last comment, so we cross.
I will remain alone.
Yeah.
I will remain alone, no problem. I will remain.
We're gonna talk next time. We're gonna invite you next time.
No, Mama Queen, invite the brother Mark for the next chatting.
Next show.
Don't say next time. Yeah. The next invitation, the next show, you'll be there. Don't say next time, because once you, my brother, you disappear, we start looking for you like a fish in the water. So.
Okay, I'm here now.
Okay,
Queen Pumi.
We'll arrange for something.
Queen Pumi knows. Queen
I know.
Pumi
Both of you
where to find me. Queen Pumi
yes,
knows
I know.
how to find me.
Both of you have an appointment. You know where you are going, because it's weekend where you are. You're going for
not only where we are. It's weekend everywhere. Even in Zambia, it's weekend.
You know where I am.
Even in Zambia, it's weekend. You see?
Oh,
Huh?
okay, Brother George, see you. Walushimba, thank you so much. We'll be
Okay.
here next week.
My
We
last words
continue
are here.
the topic,
The topic
educating the
is here.
youth.
The
Africa
conclusion for me,
for
if I need to say
change,
the last word,
conquering
can
the
I say
fear.
my last word?
Yes.
You're welcome. Say it.
My last word is this. Dear brothers and sisters, in Africa and especially in Congo and Zambia, we need to teach our youth because those are the future, the hope of the country. A well-prepared, well-empowered youth means a positive future for your country. Look, if you see in your country there is no school, they're neglecting schools, education in many ways. That means they're preparing you for chaos. And that is what is being done in many countries in Africa. They know how to kill a country. If you kill the youth, finish, you kill that country. So we need to teach our youth the good heritage we need to leave behind. A good legacy is education, first of all. Through education, they will know that what they're planning to do is true, good, or great before they engage on that road, as I said. And since our topic says, what do you stand for? That's the question. The answer, according to me, should be, please, youth, learn how to stand for something. Because if you don't stand for something, you will fall for nothing. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for nothing. This is my last word. If you don't stand for something, I repeat, make sure, know that you will fall for nothing. Thank you so much.
Amen.
Bye-bye.
Amen. Thank you so much. We'll be here, I think, Tuesday or Monday, between the two. Tuesday or Monday, we'll be here. Thank you, guys. God bless you.